Welcome back to Class Farms, guys. Kai over here with Brandon.
Hello.
And we've got Ryan over there.
What's up, guys?
And John.
What's up, guys?
And today we're going to do another episode of Bust Your Builds. Yes, not setups, builds. Episode 11. And the reason we're saying builds again, because in the past, what do we have, guys?
Worst your rifles, I think is what we said.
Yeah,
before in the
set up
past.
and roast your rifles. We
R&R.
just changed the names. We just went away from build.
And the reason being was YouTube.
Unfortunately, guys, YouTube just thought we were just building guns, which we weren't. You guys were just simply submitting your builds, your setups, rifles, whatever you call them, right? We call them builds. That's what everybody does. And we basically tell you guys what we think about it. That's it, right? We just rate it. And finally, we were able to talk to YouTube again, and they understand what we're doing, so they're good with it. So back to Bust Your Builds,
Yes.
episode 11. With that being said, you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
The way it was meant to be.
All right. Which one was the first one? Let's get to it.
First one is an IWI Zion.
Ooh.
So we in the past we've kind of showed the build list. I think we just try to decipher it ourselves.
I agree.
And move from there.
I
Give
agree.
our
I think
rating.
that makes more sense than...
Hey, what's that at the top of the screen there I'm seeing? Is
Do
that-
I
there's
see
like a-
red anodized
yeah.
parts?
That's a treadmill that this guy.
Oh,
wanted
it's
to
red
send us.
anodized as well.
Oh,
yeah.
they match. I love that.
Nice treadmill. I give it about a 5.
Yeah, that's like a 3. You might fall off that one.
But yeah, so we got the IWI Zion here. It looks to be about 16-inch Hollow Sun setup.
510C.
Yeah, 510C with a magnifier.
What magnifiers? Do you guys know or no? I don't know.
I don't know. Off the top of my head, it doesn't look. It might swivel to the side. It looks like it's stagnant.
I think that's the
definitely
same one you got, Kaya, isn't it?
The Holosun? Yes. The Holosun 510, but I don't know about the magnifier.
The magnifier looks like the same one you got.
With
No.
like it's got caps on it.
No, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, those come standard like rubber
Yeah.
caps.
I
Yeah.
hate those hook stocks.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, the tail hook stock, the MFT
Yeah,
tail
that
hook
is
stock.
just-
Yeah, those are not great.
Is that Strike Industries charging handle?
It is. You got to add
Probably.
one red anodized part in
Yeah.
there. Otherwise, it's not a build.
Is that an Edgar Sherman sling too?
No.
With
Is
the pull handle looks like it.
No, it's
You know
not.
what I thought about that sling, dude? For a second, McLean Dynamic slings.
It does.
It
Look
does
like
Because
look,
look at that hook.
Oh, the
It's
hook.
thick.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I can tell you exactly what it is from here. That's a Faro Concept sling.
The slingster.
Is it?
Because it's look at that pull tab. It's metal, and then it's got the like ridged.
So I saw
Pull.
that too,
I
and
thought
I
that
was like,
was-
wait a minute. But he has that
Interestingly-
pull. He has that attachment hook up on the handguard, which is what McLean slings does. The 1 point, single point to 2 point.
Yeah, they're like a claw. It's like a claw
Yeah.
mount.
Yeah.
But look, he's got both of them clawed together.
I was gonna
so
say,
it makes
like-
it a single point. That's
Yeah.
what he's going with there.
That kind of beats the point of the adjustability a little
Yeah,
bit, right?
it does.
So
Yeah.
that seems interesting. Interesting choice.
Well, anyways, we've first of all, I love the rifle. Right, it's a good rifle.
Yeah,
for that
IWI
price point.
Solid.
Sounds-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was-
Holosun. Shout out to Adam. Good optics, man. For the price point, they're good stuff.
Oh
They're
yeah.
good.
How about that price?
With that being said, I'm going to give it a 6.
You
You're
stole
not
my
even-
rating.
You're not going to
No.
talk about the light at all.
It's a Streamlight ProTac
Okay. Yeah.
It's a
with
light.
push button.
Yeah.
And he has the push button on the right side for a right-handed person.
Yes.
So I'll give him that.
The position is good. I've actually used it on duty just like that. No pressure pad. It was just there.
Yeah.
So it works.
Is it just me, or do we not see a rear sight, but we have a front sight post?
That is correct.
He had to
It
remove
could
it
be
because of
offset.
the-
Yeah, to take it off the
maybe.
magnifier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if it was offset, then the front sight post would not matter.
Oh yeah, wait, duh. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, look, there's a few things here. I'm gonna go like 4 or 5. Now, normally in IWI Zion, I would 100% give it like a 6. You have a front sight post with no rear sight. You have a 1 point sling that would be better used as a 2 point sling, and you have red anodized charging handle.
Mine. I'm gonna go 7 with this guy, and the reason for that is first of all, a solid rifle. He's got his optic that's solid. He's got a magnifier for longer engagement. He's got a light that's very important for PID in low light situations.
Yep.
He's got a positive control with a decent sling on that gun. And his stock, I'm not a big fan of it, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe he likes that. And he's got his little foregrip right there for stability. I don't see anything terrible with this setup at all. I feel like he's got a good one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
might be
gonna.
overcritical,
I'll probably
but-
go. I'll probably go a 7 as well. I really do like the
I think
B5
6
vert
is
grip.
fine.
I honestly prefer it more than the BCM.
Yeah.
Personally, I really enjoy it. So good for you, man. I'll give him a 7.
Good stuff. All right, so we just checked the list of the modifications. Well, that's not a Strike Industries charging handle.
Radian Raptor. Yeah.
Well, everything else was spot on, though.
I'm disappointed in Radian, honestly.
Yeah.
At least it's
I know.
red.
They're the gas busters, right? The one
Oh,
that busts-
the gas busting specific one
Works-
that works.
works.
They're the
Like, I'll give
they're
so well.
the greatest
So
charging handle to block gas.
I'll give
Ever.
a 0.5 increase for it being a Radiant, but it's still
Point-
5.
point.
Oh, and it's the HM3X magnifier. So
Okay.
I
All
got
right.
that figured out. All right, on
stuff.
to the next one.
All right. So what do we got here? Looks like arrow lower, BCM upper.
Lucas Bakken special.
Yes, exactly.
With the T-Rex arm sling at that.
Yeah, someone watches T-Rex arms. Definitely.
Got a riser too for that optic.
Unity.
I like the black and green.
I
color
like this.
scheme.
I don't think I've seen a 510. Yeah, 510C
See.
on a riser, Unity riser before.
Dude,
It looks
like,
kind of good.
Here's
Yeah,
the
it's
deal.
not bad.
I put my 510C on my Strybog Grand Power. I'll be honest with you. 510C, initially I was judgmental of it. And again, I haven't tested the whole durability of it. But when it comes to just clarity and the way how the reticle is, I love it. I think it's
Yeah.
real cool.
It was the first red dot I actually ever bought.
What do you
Like
think about it?
510C. I liked it.
I
I sold the
appreciate-
rifle, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the matchingness here, right? We have the iron sights that are green. Looks like the charging handle is too, but it could be reflection. The sling is kind of like a multicam, like a dark multicam, black multicam.
Multicam black.
Yeah, and then you also have the rail covers, which he alternated to match. I like that.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
This guy gets extra points. I just realized it's the BCM Mark II upper, which is like an upgraded upper, even more so. And it's like lightweight, like it's just better in
It
every
hits
way.
harder because it's Mark II.
Yeah.
It's really
No, it's a part of like the system. So they offer like an A5 system that most people
It's
like
a
the
better-
Beltor, but they have their own called the V2 system.
Gotcha.
And it's
I mean-
an A5.
BCM. I love it. Hey, what stock is that? It looks
That's
different.
that's the
brace.
SBA5 brace.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
sorry,
SB
I apologize. I meant brace. What brace is that?
That's the SBA5 brace. Yeah.
Nice.
I like the case. I mean, I know it's not the gun, but the vault cases, those things are solid. So good choice.
Is that German Armsco grip?
Indeed, it is.
It looks
Oh
like
yeah,
driven
that's
arm
that is driven.
Driven
arm
arm
scope. I was
scope.
looking at the front grip, the
No,
foregrip.
the front one's Magpul.
Streamlight, obviously, pressure pad. Dude, I don't
Radiant.
really have. What's Radiant, Ryan?
Charging handle.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely.
It looks like a Radiant from here.
The cable management on
Yeah.
there is beautiful.
Yeah, it's
might I
really
add.
well done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 8.5,
That's what I was. Yeah.
like 11.5, 10.5 barrel. That's solid.
8.5 from me as well.
Yeah. I'm going for 8 for this one. I think it's a solid one. As Ryan said, Mark II from BCM. I didn't know that, and obviously Mark II is pretty solid. Overall, pretty dope. I just feel like for this smaller setup, he could use a smaller flashlight.
Oh, I like that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I like the matchiness of this, and it's well built. You got the driven arms code grip and hand stop up there. I'm giving 9. I'm going to go higher, rather than lower on this one. I'm going
The
9.
reason I subtracted some was the front sight, or the front and the rear sight. Like you can't use it with that setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
True. I agree. That's a good point. I've
Yeah.
actually
That is a
dumped
good point.
sights on my guns before where I just whenever I set up my guns, because people want to, unfortunately, some people do, right? They just throw a bunch of stuff on there because they just think it looks cool.
Yeah.
Everything needs to make sense, and the more weight you drop off your gun, the better it is. It's going to
Yes.
be a better shooting experience. I've dumped so many iron sights before. You just basically pick and choose, right? You got a red dot system, and if your iron sights don't work with it, just throw it away, and you're going to have to deal with the red dot. Keep
Yeah.
your batteries nearby.
I'll
just looks cool.
Yeah.
contrast that just a little bit. That Holosun's on a QD, so you can just pop it off and just throw it away. If
Yeah,
if
but
you're
like
broken.
with your red dot, you're not
Yeah.
going to be able to. use them.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You're not co-witnessing or anything, but yeah.
Well,
All right.
good stuff.
Good
Let's move
rating.
on.
I think honestly that's
Yeah,
a really good.
This is a really good build.
Pistol
Very,
for
very
the
good photo.
Holo.
Very
too.
well thought out, yeah.
And,
Great
and
job.
you guys know that I'm not a big fan of a 90-degree angle grip with the driven Armsco. I use their other stuff. But there are some folks like, I think, was that you, Ryan, or John?
Oh,
Who liked
I-
that grip?
I love driven
You love that
Armsco.
one, right?
Yeah, I was to say I have
that's not
that
funny.
one on mine.
Well, you have,
Yeah, it
no,
was
you
you.
have the,
Yeah, it
you have
was-
the shadow crossover though. That's a little more ergonomic.
No, the hand stop.
Oh, the hand stop.
Yeah.
No, that's a Magpul hand stop.
Yeah, I'm talking about the driven Armsco is 90-degree, right?
Yeah, the actual grip, like pistol
Grip.
grip.
Pistol
Oh, I
grip.
see what
That's
you're
what.
saying.
Yeah.
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 I love their stuff. Like driven Armsco, it's just a 90 degrees not for me. I like it a little bit more angled.
I use the Magpul K2 Plus,
done.
every single gun I have. I
Same
use
here.
the same grip.
Done. Literally.
Daniel Defense grip for me, definitely.
And stock,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And the stock.
Yeah, I love their stock.
What happens when they don't have a trigger guard? It's built into the lower.
You can use your mittens.
That's why I love the Daniel Defense.
He's just sitting there with a Dremel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Slowly dribbling that Daniel Defense grip.
Good stuff, man. Nice. Thanks for submitting, whoever this is. And let's move on to the next one. All right, so we've got a little update right here. The person who submitted this just told us this, which we like. Holosun 510C works better than EOTech for him because of his condition.
Astigmatism.
It's stigmatism. Yeah. Interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a
California
doozy.
compliant.
It is a very interesting setup. All right.
Okay, so first of all, it's a Griffin lower. I can tell that.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
You're
I
right.
yeah,
You
love
can
my
see the
ambi.
ambi.
Like,
No, I
Kai-
think it-
Kai always hits
It
on
is.
it.
It's ADM. It's not Griffin.
Is it?
You think?
No,
I was
that's
gonna
a
say that-
Griffin.
You know
That's
how
a
they're
Griffin.
same?
Yeah.
The way that-
ADM and
Yeah.
they're
Well,
same.
they are shaped different in the lower,
Yeah.
but you're right. They're basically the same. But no, I mean I like that. Kai
Well-
always hates on me because that's the first thing I notice is
Yeah.
is the ambi.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Well, is that California gun? What
Yeah,
is
it's got to be.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's.
is.
I think it's in New
100%.
York.
Here,
in the
I'll go
email.
look over.
Yeah,
Let's
because
get a
New
little
York is
cheat
stupid.
sheet.
Oh, it's in
Yep.
New York. Nice job, dude. So same difference, right? California, New York.
Yeah.
Roscoe Barrel,
Both gay.
Swamp Fox, Kentucky long 4 to 24 scope. I actually like that scope. Their long range scopes are good. I like the stadias on it.
No muzzle device because NY is retarded. Editor,
Wait.
take that out.
Yeah.
So
Blur
wait,
out the retarded.
okay. The person who submitted this says no muzzle device because New York is not cooperating, right? So what does that mean? I don't know the whole muzzle device thing.
Yeah, so certain states don't want you to have a muzzle device because they believe that like I honestly I don't understand the logic. It's like they don't want you to have the capabilities that those muzzle devices offer, whether that be less
Flash
recoil,
hider.
flash hiding, and really I assume it's flash hiding that's the one they're targeting. They want you to have as much flash as you possibly can.
That's interesting.
Gun laws are stupid.
I mean, okay.
I think they think flash hider and they're like, oh, suppressor, which also isn't a problem.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
You're gonna use.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to the gun, right? So we've got the scope. That's decent with Swamp Fox. Obviously, mount. I see.
Yep. The Swamp Fox.
I like the stock for what it is. I don't understand the whole hand grip thing.
That's a New York
thing,
compliant
right?
thing, Yeah.
So what does that
The fin.
do? That fin.
It just makes it so you can't get a full grip on the.
So you kind of hold it from the side. Or something.
Yeah, you hold it. Yeah, or you kind of like. It's almost like you use it like a precision rifle at that point.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you wouldn't get a full grip on it. You kind of grip it to the side. Yeah.
All right. Well, whoever submitted this, I promise you, North Carolina, you're gonna live cheaper here.
Come
You're
on
gonna
down.
have all
Come on
kinds of
down.
stuff. And if you do move here, let me know. We'll have you here too.
Yeah.
What's underneath the scope on the back Picatinny rail? There's like a little piece that
I would
looks like it's on
assume
there.
that's a level. Let me see if he talks about it. He doesn't. I would assume it's a level, being it's a 4 to 24 scope.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
I like the scope, like especially if you're going to be shooting out to 1,000 yards. Solid.
But I'm just thinking maybe it's maybe a little bit too much of a scope for that gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're pushing the capabilities of 5.56.
long
boy.
Yeah.
Like you can hit 1,000 yards. You're pushing it.
Pushing
you can do it. It's an 18-inch barrel too. Roscoe Pure Breed, which are
It is
those
an
are good.
18-inch barrel. Okay, I guess 18. Yeah.
Wait.
On the fence.
There's no sling.
But it says long range setup.
Yeah, I know.
Clearly.
You usually like to have a sling on everything.
I do, but not on my long like my spear. If I'm gonna use that thing for just long range, I'm probably just gonna I'll have a sling on it just so it's convenient for me to move around. But I harp on slings big time for positive control of the gun when you get into situations, because I have been in situations where I needed slings. I need to keep that gun on me so I don't lose that gun.
Makes sense.
But on this one, I'm not.
All right, here's something I heard recently. For every 100 yards you're shooting, you need 2 to 2.5 times magnification for each 100 yard. So if you have a gun that's capable of, I don't know, we'll
1,000
say
yards.
1,000 yards,
That's
then
25.
that's 20 to 25.
Right.
Exactly.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
That was something I heard. I'm kind of putting it out there to see what you guys think. I think that 2 makes sense. 2.5, that's a lot. But the idea is PID within there.
PID is extremely important. That is like, you need to know what you're shooting.
Yes.
That's 100%, right? So I just saw most recently somebody posted on some French special off. I don't want to say French. I don't know who they were, but they're just like Swiss, I think. Walking in the rooms and they're shooting and walking. Like,
Wow.
I was like, okay, what?
Sounds like you're gaming the system.
Exactly like that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So you need to know the whole PID thing. We were shooting in New Mexico up to 300 yards, something like that. Like
Yeah.
I was just shooting just a red dot, right? Some people were shooting 3x magnifier, nothing crazy. Would it be more convenient? Yes.
Yeah.
But do you have to have it? I don't know.
No, not necessarily. I mean, I can't really say much. I run like a 7-35 that Leupold on the Sig 308,
Which is
so,
like 7-inch.
Yeah, it's like no, that's a 20. That's a 20.
At least
inch
it's a 308 gun though.
yeah, it's overkill. It's overkill.
I would
but-
say for civilians, PID makes more sense if you're ever going to get in a situation, which is a very minuscule chance of ever getting a situation that you would need it. But yeah, it's awesome.
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
You would need PID.
You're doing a defensive. You're on the stand. Your Honor, he was 10,000 yards away. And
Self-defense.
I was
Self-defense, man.
you know,
He had a Glock 19.
yes. So that's funny.
He was aimed 45 degrees up. I knew it was going to come at me.
That is a good one.
It may have been airsoft.
Yeah. All right. Well, good setup. So I'm
let's
thinking
rate this thing.
I give this one. Hey, listen, it has nothing to do with you. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna attack the state. This thing gets a 5.
I give it a 3.
I was going to 6.5.
I was thinking 6 because like he did what he could with what he has and can do.
Yeah. That's 6.5 for me.
Yeah.
For me, I would say better bipod. Obviously,
Yeah.
the grip sucks. You can't do much there. Stock, it works. It would be better if you had a stock where it was
PRS.
PRS oriented.
heavier.
If you are having a 24-inch or 20 power scope in this case,
Cheek
18-inch barrel.
rise, all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
And maybe,
It's going to be a lot more comfortable.
And maybe throw a red dot up top.
Yeah,
Just-
that's a
Yeah,
good idea
that's
too.
what I'm saying, something like that.
Especially a 4 to 24, it's good to have 1 power.
Yeah.
And that's what it might. It can't be a red dot on that.
Which
side.
one?
So there's. I'll zoom in so we can.
Oh, no,
see what
that's not
John
a
was
red dot.
talking about. No, offset. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
It's probably a level. I would assume it's a bubble level.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Only one Picatinny spot, and it's kind of angled. I would assume you are right because there's a
Dude.
little bump on the back.
Do you know what that could be? Devil Dog side charging. Especially on a freaking bolt, like a long range gun.
Yeah.
So you can just do.
But doesn't
Let me
it have
let me
its
show it to you.
own-
Actually, let me just grab.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
we'll see.
All right, so this is shout out to Devil Dog over there, Devil Dog Concepts. They make these side chargings for your regular AR. It attaches to the top part of the Picatinny, so and it's extremely comfortable. Like initially I was judgmental. As soon as I used it, I'm like, oh, this is really good. But
Yeah,
it is.
Could be.
So if you're on a long gun, so you're on the gun, and it's just your face is out of the way, and I'm very close to it. Charging handle pretty much touches my nose right here, but I just go a little back. Maybe that's it. I don't
Could
know,
be.
but it
I-
doesn't look like it. I guess.
I'm putting my vote in bubble. But yeah,
yeah.
It
I
could be
hope
bubble.
it is.
You're right,
I hope it's a
probably.
bubble.
'Cause, yeah, that one looks a little different. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Let's do it.
All right, so right off the gate, like the very first thing I see, even above the gun, is the Unity setup, right?
Yep.
The Unity magnifier, Unity riser. Well, Unity.
Yeah, you're right,
The
yeah.
riser and the Aimpoint T2 right off the gate. I love it. Obviously, shout out to Zach over at Aimpoint and Hallie over at Unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one cool thing, you see that battery cap on the side of it?
Yeah.
Here, I'll zoom in so everybody
Is that-
can see.
That Noveski?
Yeah, so that's a Noveski logo. I actually looked at getting one of these. So I always thought the battery caps on the side. If anybody knows, the Knights Armament ones are the famous ones, and I don't know if they were the first ones, but they were the ones that made it popular. And they're like $100 if you want to get a Knights Armament one. It's just a battery cap, right?
What is it? What does it do?
It's logo Knights Armament, and people spend egregious amounts of money because they look. However, there is one upside to this. I always thought it was just like a look. You actually can keep 2 batteries in there.
Oh, so
Oh.
it just
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
that's right.
storage
Double the
compartment
storage. Okay,
for the
that's-
second battery.
Here's okay. I get it. You know what? Fine, great idea. $100. Hell no.
Yeah.
Because that Aimpoint T2, even if you leave it on pretty bright, it should theoretically last you about a couple of freaking years.
5 years.
Okay, at least a couple of years,
Yeah.
about 5 years.
Yeah.
Right? Let's just. You gonna spend $100 to keep an extra battery in there?
Hey,
Yeah, that one in particular, the Noveski, is like 40, and there's a couple others that are like $20. You can get.
Okay, $20. I get it.
Yeah.
EOTech all day long. I'll spend that money. But on Aimpoint, just no.
put the battery in the grip, you know, with the little spot in
So
there.
Yeah,
fun
that's
little
true.
fact.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's the gun?
The gun is a Radian 14.5. Wish we could see at the end here with the muzzle,
Yeah.
but
It's probably
yeah.
a Radian muzzle device because it said it was a builder's kit.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh, dude, we got a
Guys,
problem
the
here.
trigger.
We got a problem.
No mag.
No, Brandon's gonna have a problem that it only has a front sight.
Yeah, I did notice that. I was
No.
waiting.
But I gotta say,
Yeah,
there you go.
you know where
right?
we're going.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
wait!
yeah.
Don't say it.
Okay.
You say it.
The Unity has the rear sight in it, right?
what I'm
So
saying. I wanted to see if
Built
you
in.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one. Good one.
I do
Okay.
appreciate when people use the proper tail cap, well, not proper, or the tail cap that also has a push button on there, so that way if your pressure pad goes to crap, you can always have a backup on there. So what's the saying is one is none, two is one.
You switch
And,
shoulders.
That-
and it's just more dependable.
Yeah, agreed.
DSOO.
That
model.
definitely gets a point or two extra for me for that extra thought.
the magwell on there too.
The HRF slip magwell for the Radian is really, really good. HRF always does really cool stuff for magwells.
Geisley trigger.
Yep.
He's
yeah.
got the Tech 10 swivel on the backside of the stock back here. Mm-hmm. Like those, a swinger is what it's called. Helps with-
Pineapples?
Yeah, right.
Although I got to take like at least like 0.25 of a point off because why didn't you take a photo of the entire gun? Like
That's it. It's not us
Yeah, the
zoomed in.
photography skills are lacking.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that guy, but if we're doing this gun submission, take a photo of the whole gun.
I'm surprised you're being that guy, not me more, since I'm Mr. Photo Man.
I like this. He's got a PWS ratchet buffer system,
Oh,
or
yeah.
buffer tube in the back. He said he has a silent JP capture spring. Yeah, I'd give this thing like 9.5.
Yeah.
I'm up there too. He gets an 8.5 from me. It's a solid build. Like overall, I like this gun. Like he's got a good trigger on it. Radiant obviously up and low, like a Radiant gun. Solid optics setup. Good lighting system, and he has his little hand stop, which you don't have to with me. Like you can just have your hand guard alone. Like I'm perfectly good with it. Good stock and sling. Like this is what else do you need really? I mean, laser.
Look,
laser.
I'm going 9.25. That 0.25 taken off was gonna be 9.5 because he also like witness marked pretty much everything on here that I can see. So good job.
Honestly, I'm gonna give the bro a 10. I mean, there's nothing else I would do to that rifle. Honestly, if you're not gonna put a laser on there, not gonna use night vision, good for you, dude. That's a solid 10 in my
What
book.
the viewers may not know, John loves Radian.
I do love Radiant, but I mean, it's not that. It's you got a great Surefire light, an amazing brand. The Magwell, I love that attention to detail. The witness marks, the Unity stuff, Blue Force gear, Tech 10, the furniture, everything is 12 out of
Solid.
10 for me, man. Really, really good work.
The thing for me was suppressor. I'd wanted to see if he has a suppressor.
That
on
is
it,
true.
and what kind.
Yeah, like I don't know what muzzle device he's running. I mean, maybe it's in the specs, but
Cool.
All right, let's move on to the next one. All right.
Hot.
That's
H&K MR556A4, just like mine, which this is always next to me right here. You guys see this? MR556A4 SHOT Show release of 2025 from H&K. And obviously, shout out to Tommy over there. This is an 11.5-inch pistol variation.
hey, I like that
And that
laser.
is,
That's the rifle.
yeah, you like
That's the
what?
full-
I like that laser.
I know, yeah, definitely SMS laser. Shout out to Zoo. That's what he said his name was.
Yeah,
Nice guy.
Like the local one.
The lo-
the
Yeah.
Columbia one. That's
The Riverbank.
yeah. So okay, this first of all, the gun itself it's awesome. H&K, these things, just badass, right? Grip, not so sure about the whole grip thing.
Pistol grip.
Pistol
Yeah.
grip, yes,
Got to put a
it's
Daniel
weird.
Defense one on there.
yeah, for sure.
It would actually work on this one.
It would.
I know.
Yeah.
What is? I know I get the slimline stock from the H&K, but what is that little the cheek rise thing?
So
Is that
that's a regular defense riser.
okay? That's what it
yeah.
is.
Slade, who left GBRS, started his own company.
So that's from Slay,
Slade.
his company. His company is Regular Defense?
Irregular Defense.
Irregular. Okay.
Yeah, not regular. It's irregular.
So here's the deal. I see the Holosun setup, right?
Yep.
AXM. Like, again, Holosun, seriously, for the price, they're doing good stuff. But that riser, what is that? I've never seen that
So
before.
I didn't know what it was, so I looked it up. I went on the cheat sheet. It is a cliffhanger riser by
Cliffhanger.
Noise Fighters.
That looks
I've
like
heard
a
of
bolt
Noise
gun.
Fighters. I haven't heard of the cliffhanger.
I think
Interesting.
Is it
that
for bolt guns?
Holosun is like it says Ronin on there. Is that like a Ronin Tactics special
It is.
one?
You're right. It's the Ronin Tactics specialty one. He did a bunch of like the EPS, the
Oh, okay,
AMS. He
okay,
did his
okay.
own.
But that is an
logo
AMS.
version. That is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just
Max.
an addition.
Green.
But wait, speaking of sights,
With a,
there's no rear one, but there's a
Oh
front
my
one.
God.
Oh,
What are we gonna
buddy.
do?
Like, why? I genuinely,
Yeah.
maybe
Wait,
I'm
let's
just
go-
completely missing
No,
something.
you got a good point.
Yeah.
I want to see under the AMS setup that see the front sight lining up. Is there anything
Yeah.
there? There
So-
probably isn't.
I don't see
There could be
anything.
one built. I'm not familiar with this riser. Could be one built in.
I doubt
Maybe.
it.
But
But
I
it's
doubt
not
it.
high
it.
enough, right? Like,
Yeah.
also you're going to be, or you're aiming really weirdly, you know.
What is that for grip
It's
thing?
real
So that's
Skills.
Rail Scale's Anchor, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Is that the one that fits inside the rail scale like pocket thing that they have?
Yeah, I think it. Depending on the model, that's
sure.
a Picatinny one though.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
But okay, the suppressor, I didn't. I just realized this.
What is it?
That is a BNT. I think it like the SBRS one, which is like the 5.56 one that just came out. It is supposedly solid.
Is that the Inconel one that we were talking about?
That's the Inconel one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because Sebastian over at BNT was telling us all about it when we were in Germany, you and me. If you guys haven't seen our...
RBS, I think I read it right there.
Brother's got a serial number out
Yeah,
there. You gotta be careful, man. Don't be doing that.
Let's
Yeah.
blur that editor.
Yeah.
Now, we can track you now. Trust me, you don't have to blur it.
I know.
Nobody can have access to that, including law enforcement. Yeah. You can't. Only ATF has access to the serial numbers.
It hints the reason to blur it out more. Because they are watching.
That's funny. That's funny.
Good.
But no, listen, it's different. That riser thing, I don't know much
like
about
it.
it. The rifle is real great. Some people may give you crap. Hey, it's an H&K. Why do you have Holosun on there? Again, I think Holosun stuff is, for the price, it's good.
Yeah.
I think so. So,
It's unorthodox. This whole setup as a whole, not Holosun, just the.
I
the whole
kind of
setup.
dig it though.
But I think that's the point, right? Like that
It's
seems to
like-
be what he's going for.
I like
Yeah, it's
it.
not an issue. It's just unorthodox.
yeah.
I love it.
Hey, listen, man. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a... where's your sling? I'm giving you 8 because there's no sling on this gun.
I knew it.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm gonna go 8 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 8.5. I like
you
that
had-
suppressor a lot.
Same. If he had a sling, I was going to go 9. I'm not even joking because he's got a nice optic setup. He's got a clean gun. He's got a suppressor. What else? Like,
It's well
he's got
thought
a light.
out. It's just there's little things here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm going 8, just solid 8 on that one. It's a good build, love it, and you did something unique that not everybody's gonna even know what's on that, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you?
I said 8.
8, right?
Yeah,
okay,
man.
so 8, 8, 8, and
8.5.
8.5. Let's
Quality
move on.
build.
Yeah, move on to the next one. Good. I see RC2. That's what I see up there.
No, funny enough, that's actually a Warden.
Yeah, that's the blast.
Surefire though.
That's Surefire.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
the blast
Is it-
deflector.
It's a
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's a smaller than the RC2 Mini.
yeah.
Yep.
Ah, my bad. Okay.
Yeah. But
Everything
this-
else, it's an AK, so it's a 4.
this is beautiful.
amazing.
The matching
That's good.
wood
And then
foregrip.
this is the piece de resistance. Look at this. That's a Meridian Defense logo right there. Love Meridian
Their
Defense.
stuff.
The pestilence, baby.
The pestilence.
Look, I'm not an AK guy, but I can see that this is great.
But how does he remove that dust cover? So how does that
The
work?
dust
with
cover?
this?
Oh, this
Yeah,
one?
top.
Is it on a hinge?
Yeah, so
think
it's
it's
a
on hinge.
JMac Customs. It's a rail that integrates into a optic mount on top.
And then
And
you
then
could
it goes
still
through a dust cover.
kind of slide that thing out.
Yes, there's a hinge right here.
All right. Oh, so it comes
Yeah.
up. The whole optic system comes up.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a hinge.
All right.
I
well,
mean, your zero may
that's what I was
have
going to
some
ask.
issues
So
there.
how's your 0
Like,
then?
But
Well, so your zero would be in theory be fine,
As long as
if
you
it's
clip
on a
it back into
hinge,
place.
and that's why it's on a hinge so that it comes back to the same indexing
But
point.
still, that upper moves. Where the optic is sitting, it's a movable piece, so therefore it can't be tight enough to keep that everything.
Yeah, and then I guess it would depend on the handguard and how sturdy the handguard is attached to the gun,
Yeah.
because that's the
Yeah.
attachment point.
I'd like to see that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
why they usually do the side mounting, optics for the AKs. But
in a
Yeah.
place where it wouldn't move, right? Yeah.
And he has the side mounter. I actually really like the side mounter.
For an AK, that's probably one of
This
the
looks
best looking
straight
AKs.
out of Call of Duty.
dude, this is beautiful.
I dig it.
Yeah, yeah, you nail on the head. It
Yeah.
is, because it's got the old school stock, the wood foregrip, all that, but then modernized furniture.
Yeah.
Oof. It's got a nice LPVO on it. Got a ScalarWorks mount for the LPVO. Man,
No,
100
for-
concepts, caps.
For what it is, I'm going to go ahead and give this gun for an AK setup. This guy gets a solid 8, man. Solid 8. Very, very. Overall, I mean, I don't see how. Maybe even higher. I'm not
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
big
say.
AK guy. That's why I'm going to this route. But I think this is a solid, for me, solid 8.
This makes me want to build an AK.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I would give it higher if it wasn't for that optic, but it's what it is.
I'm gonna go 8.5. It's beautiful. I love it.
Gonna go 9.5. I would like to see a real suppressor. on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why.
I
Yeah.
think it's,
I figured you were gonna call that one out.
Yeah, that would pretty much be it. I mean, you can go laser something else, but you got everything, man. This thing's it.
All right. Good stuff. We got our ratings in. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, my God.
Ooh,
okay. Well, it's a good thing I just said 8 to that one.
double AK goodness,
So
baby.
yeah, so we went from what was the last one? That was a 5.56.
Yeah.
Now
That's
we're
a
at
72 by
76
39. But, dude, you know what, Ryan? Oh, my God.
Who's this
Look at
man?
that trigger. What trigger is
I
there?
don't know. I can't see.
ALG trigger. I can tell from.
The cut
It's like
down
Geisley's sister company.
vert grip. I dig.
Is that Aimpoint Comp M5?
No, that's a Holosun, I think.
I know the Comp
Yep,
M5.
Holosun.
But it's a stamped receiver, not
Oh, it is
milled,
a-
and all this money you put into it.
I mean, the SAMP receivers, they're reliable.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, it's also lighter weight than a
Guys, I'm
whatever that one is.
The milled.
Yeah, milled. Yeah.
going to be honest with you. I like this AK even better than the other one.
Yeah.
You just got to throw espresso on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm giving this one. Okay, so he's got the Holosun optic and a magnifier.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, for an AK, I'm not saying they're not accurate, but just a magnifier and an optic, I think you're doing pretty well.
And you got those backup iron sights too. That's pretty. That
You got your light. You got your nice modernized handguard. The stock, I'm liking that one.
I think it's a Midwest Industries Alpha
I think you're right.
handguard.
Mm.
Let me see. Oh, it's not letting me.
Do Command Plus.
That's weird. Hungarian AKM. Midwest Industries. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And do you know what I don't like about this one?
Hmm.
The DLG grip. Do you remember that? We got some of those.
Yeah.
Just not a fan, man.
Oh, you're talking about this one?
Yeah,
This
the
guy?
grip, yes.
Pistol grip.
That's a Fab Defense.
Okay, well, DLG looks exactly like that.
They're
Then
probably-
somebody copied somebody.
Dude,
with
it's
a
the Spider-Man meme where they're all
Yes.
looking at each other. It's like different Turkish painting. now. They're
Yeah.
actually Israeli.
They are
Turkish.
Israeli.
Yeah.
Somebody did something. Like, it just looks exactly like the DLG one.
Yeah.
Griffin ADM, same thing.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, Midwest Industries out. I actually like the other one more aesthetically.
did?
Aesthetically, and
Yeah.
the 5.56 AK 13.9. I liked it more.
The other one is probably more fun to shoot.
I'm giving this one like an 8, solid 8.
I'm giving this one a 9. I just, dude,
How do you rank this one higher than the other one? That
because
thing
this
was
one is more
fire.
like
right?
modernized.
Yeah.
This I think the other one's more modernized than
The other one had a,
Like
yeah.
It's more modernized because the other one was 5.56, the superior caliber.
That is 5.56 is Spirit. You're right, but the other one didn't have a foldable stock, right? It had just a good.
It was a it was
Here,
a
I can
wooden-
check
let's
actually.
look real quick.
No,
Yeah.
it's a standard wooden.
But
yeah.
this one pays homage to AK in general.
Yeah.
But like moves it into a different, whole era.
Are we getting into like a new era where we're like doing a build off?
Yes.
We're doing a build off here right now. Exactly.
This could be something for the future.
This is like the perfect like side of like, you know, one kind of AK guy and the other kind of AK guy with these two builds. Like, they're both incredible builds.
I just
Yes.
you're
awesome
able to
work.
you're able to fold this stock.
Yes,
It's good for
without-
transportation
Yeah.
and all that. So, yeah, that's why he gets one more point. And it looks
Whack.
I'm doing 7.5. Not as good as the other one, but still really cool, really well done, and you definitely modernized it.
I like it, dude.
I'm gonna give him a 9.
See?
Man.
See, Johnny just switches over to the dark side.
The dark side, the OD green
It's
side.
just it's good. I mean, I didn't know this one was coming next. Honestly, even
Yeah.
though I picked them, my memory's bad.
This one has a better trigger.
It's like that.
So
soda
which
challenge
one
we
got
did.
more points overall?
I think
All right, so I gave this one an 8. What did you guys give?
I thought I gave it higher than an 8. I thought I gave it like a 9 or a 9.5. Because I
I
meant
think this one won.
This one
Then.
won. Yeah. Johnny, thanks to you and me, this one won. Man. All right.
I really
well,
you know,
build up.
now I feel damn it because I liked the other one better. I didn't know
How-
this.
got to stay classy.
wow.
I genuinely forgot I put this one next whenever I was building it, and I didn't know this was coming.
Maybe for the next episode we have a build off thing.
Ooh.
Where it's
Would
like
I
a
take the
bracket
highest
style.
rated?
Yeah.
Like,
the
but
ones we
builds.
rated the highest.
Then we just
Yeah.
do all stars.
Right?
Yeah.
That could be something.
I mean that
Yeah.
would be
Winners.
cool.
Build, bust your episodes. Sorry,
Your episodes.
build your episodes. Bust your builds.
Bust those episodes.
I'm just.
I'm excited now.
I'm just all over the place. Sorry. Bust your builds. All stars.
Hey, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I like that. I like
There you
that.
go.
On to the next one. Here we go. What is
What is this
You know,
brace?
you know what that is?
It's a Daniel Defense grip, guys. Do you see that? It's the Daniel Defense pistol grip. 10.
John.
Immediate 10.
Is that a Daniel Defense knife?
So
I don't know.
Isn't that handguard the same one that we have up on the
Battle
battle arms?
Yeah.
It
It's
is-
a
yeah.
SD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
here.
is a battle arms. You're right. It
Here,
looks
let's
just
do
like
a
it.
little
super
cheat
light.
sheet real quick so we can see. Okay, so he's got
Oh, I like the cloud defense line.
dead air silencer, Nomad.
Battle arms development TI takedown pins.
It's an
Wait,
AR-10 handguard. Interesting.
takedown pins. Why are you putting takedown pins in your list? I'm sorry.
Hey,
like,
he
why?
put
Because,
everything.
because
It's a
bougie.
build.
Good for you.
Oh my.
It is a build down to
Wow.
the last penny. Man. That's a lot. I mean, if anybody wants to read it, there it is. You can pause
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
But come back. All right, so this is cool.
Yeah.
This is, yeah.
Okay. I'm
Lightweight
trying to
up
make
front.
sense. We have that handguard. We got that brace. We got that light looks extremely long. Or is that the picture?
No, that's a cloud defense.
That's a cloud.
yeah, but that looks even longer than our regular clouds. Maybe
Yeah,
it's a
it is.
picture, right?
No,
Yeah.
I think there's longer.
And then
It's the Rain 2.0 because we have the Rain 3.0s.
Yeah,
Is
older.
what it said. That's why it's
Is that an
longer.
SD handguard?
Yeah, that is.
It's an
That was a
AR-10
part of it.
handguard,
So that's
so
the Nomad
technically-
30 that sticks out on the end right here.
So it's a 16-inch gun then? Is that what it is?
No, it's a pistol. It's a 10-inch
Oh, that's right, it's a-
handguard, he said.
So 10-inch brace. So
Wait,
what
let's see the
optic is
barrel.
that?
And what handguard is it again?
It is a 10.3
It's a
barrel.
arms?
battle arms, yeah. It
And-
looks like 3 different guns. Like this, like the
it
brace.
does.
The
It does.
brace looks like it should be one gun. The middle looks like it should be the Daniel Defense, and then the end, like, it just kind of, yeah.
What is that optic?
I-
Is that board? What is it?
Gonna weld that Campo Stockholm.
I'm confused with this thing.
It's a prism optic, yeah, up top. It's a it's like a budget friendly.
It's like you
one.
wanted to go
Just a red-
lightweight.
It's like an ACOG.
Is that like a
3X.
3X? I see what you're saying. Okay.
I mean, that thing's gonna kick. I mean, it's lightweight, but
it's gonna be light. Yeah, that's the upside to it. I'm giving it like a 7.
a 7?
Yeah,
he has
I
a-
know.
he has
I
a
think
pretty-
I like some of the things behind it, right? I like the idea of going SD and doing a carbon fiber handguard, all that stuff.
Yep.
But it's missing something. It's
a bipod.
yeah.
A bipod?
It's an AR.
Why would you have?
It's
It's
not.
not an AR-10.
No, it's
Oh,
It's an
5.56.
AR-15. They use an AR-10
AR-10
handguard.
handguard.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I mean, dude, I'm going 6 on this one. It's got a prism optic, fine, very low capacity mag. That's like a 10 rounds or what is that? But anyways, whatever it is, I like that he has a suppressor on this thing,
Yeah.
and that he put. And what trigger is that? That looks different.
Here. Let's see.
Let's go.
Let's
through
look
the
at this.
KE Arms RTS1 trig. Never heard of it. I don't
Nope.
know. You guys?
Nope.
Maybe good. I don't know.
Never heard of it. Very interesting.
Interesting. So 6. That's all I'm saying because I'm kind of confused.
You know, in Jurassic Park, when Jeff Goldblum said your scientists were too concerned with whether or not they could do something, they didn't think about if they should do something. That's this build. 4.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Just
Yeah, I'm going 5.5.
yeah. I'm gonna.
It's
say
confusing
4.
a bit. I don't understand exactly.
Is the half
why.
from the knife?
Yes. I love knives. I
That's
don't know
what
if
I'm
anybody knows that.
All right, there's your final score.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I can't see this one.
Oh,
No. Look at the photography. I can't see it. Where's the gun? You
I
see
feel
what
like,
I'm saying? It's like
yeah, no,
lost.
it's like a
That's
Where's
the
Waldo
point.
special. Yeah,
That's the just bunch of
It blends
things.
in. I like that,
dude,
man.
We got the
I love
BCM
this
special
build.
here.
Yeah,
BC.
Yeah, the
got the Mark IV handguard.
That
from
guy's
Geisler.
rail is just
Yeah.
crisp.
BCM bulk carrier.
and upper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got a EOTech on a Unity riser with Unity magnifier. Oh, is that whoa?
That's a EOTech
That's it. Yeah, but Unity
on a Unity
mount, right?
The flip center.
Flip the switch. Flip to the center. Sorry. Okay. Short barrel, obviously. Nice suppressor. We got a laser. What light is that? I don't
SBR.
know.
That's a mod light.
Yeah, that looks like a mod light.
What's a surefire tail cap? I think that's a PEC.
That is a pack.
That looks like a pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this person's goal was to put the most amount of manufacturers into one build
Yeah.
possible, and
Well,
that's what
it's
this
a
is.
real build.
Yeah.
Like someone actually.
I really,
Yeah.
really like this.
Yeah.
With the SL Law tactical folder on there, too. Look at you go.
The little guys
He's
like
got a
mag
folder?
release.
Eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy's the mag release. Yeah.
Mag
here.
pull sling, though.
This is good, man.
It is.
Actual SBR.
This will do some work.
Interesting.
I really like this.
Man,
What barrel length is that? Like 10.5?
Oh, look.
It looks like a 10.5
It's
inch.
got a rifle speed gas block, so you can change your gas setting, and it sticks out of the handguard, so you can just easily.
Oh, that's cool.
Switch it. Yeah.
Is it a
That
piston
is
gun?
cool.
No, it's a
No,
DI
DI
gun.
gun?
It's just a very specific gas block.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It is. It's a nice setup. So I'm looking at some of the things that the person has. Right. He's got a light. Makes sense. He's got his pressure pad. He's got his sling. Good to go. Stock suppressor. Nice one. I always look at their optics setup. Right. He's got a magnifier. It looks like a 3x to me, and on a Unity riser. So he's got. It's everything makes sense with its foregrip. I mean, I'd give this guy a 9.
I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to add.
I give it
to
a 10 as well.
It's
he
everything you
even
need.
witness marked. You can see it on the
Yep,
on the
that's what I was about to
handguard.
say. And there's no weird front sights.
Yeah, that's
10.
it, man.
Yeah, that's a 10 for me.
10?
I don't really know what else you would add to that.
Kyle, what would you add with your 9?
I'm just thinking. Different sling. Let's go with my Ferroconstant Slingster on that one.
It looks like a mag pole. I think.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that one. Other than that, I mean, it's a good one. So he's got a SBR setup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Surefire RC?
RC2.
Yeah.
2, right? I go with the RC2 Mini for me, just to keep the thing. And I'm ditching that law folder. I don't like
You
folders.
like a full, that's right. I forgot you
Yeah.
don't like those.
I will say the law folder is a good one. And I believe he probably did the longer RC2, just more sound suppression, more flash suppression. So
That's what I'm saying. I don't need. I'd like to just get some. That's good enough.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Great submission.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Clean up the background though.
On to the next one.
Holy flashlight.
We should rotate
This
that.
is something, man.
Wait, that's
That
a old flashlight, isn't it?
It looks like one of the old Surefire.
yeah, it
you
does
had.
look like an old
Like, remember that
Surefire.
one that I brought in? I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's a-
exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
that's like incandescent flashlight.
Yeah. Incandescent bulb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's see if I go like that.
I
so
like
we
the
can
SD
zoom in.
handguard.
Things out.
I
There
think
we
that's
go.
an Arrow SD.
That's a horrible setup.
That is an arrow. So you're right. Yeah, you can see the A.
Yeah, there it is. Good eye, John.
Man, that is not good. All right.
Interesting riser.
So,
Is that a California compliant mag? Or is that just
strange
weird?
riser. Yeah. No, that's a 20 round.
20.
I
it
think
looks
this
like
is a 300 blackout build.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You and I saw the same thing because of this mag right here. All right, we'll go cheat sheet. Let's see. Yep, 7.5 inch 300 blackout.
The CAC Industries adjustable gas block.
Yep, this is. I mean, the Radiant Raptor SD charging handle. I can tell you right now, it's not going to help with gas to your face if that's what you're going for with that.
Yeah.
Surefire
We made a video of that.
M951. It had 2 tours.
You know
They
what?
said. Coltac,
You know,
yeah.
Rail Wrap,
Appreciate that.
Silencer Co. Omega 9K. I like it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Yeah, that's a light setup. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying it's not working or not durable, but nowadays, yeah, you could actually minimize that significantly to drop some weight from the front of that gun, and obviously some profile too. So it just could do better with that. I mean, the UHD with the optic right there, it's decent. Not one of my favorite ones. It's okay.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good. I'll give this one a 7.
I'll probably say 6.5. I don't like the riser.
Really?
I don't like the optic.
I feel like the riser's there though because of the light. Like it may be offset, but I still feel like it's going to get in the way just slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a better riser and get a better optic.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
agree.
get rid of the charging
Who
handle.
is that, right? UTG riser.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, I would do it. Get a Unity riser. Get a better charging handle too.
Look, I was going to go 7 with this, but because you put that light on, I know it's not practical. You can do better. Because you specifically put 2 tours, I think that's cool. You're paying homage. You're giving respect. I respect that.
Yeah, the reason I gave it an 8.5 is because of this setup right here with the handguard rail wrap.
Yeah.
And then the SD handguard with the suppressor in the inside. I love that part of it. Cool.
All right.
On to the
Let's
next one.
move on to the next one. Yeah. All right. So we've got the good old 6-hour Spear LT, 7CY39. I love it right off the gate. First of all, Spear LT, one of my favorite rifles. They're good, right? And 11.5 inch, clearly SBR. I'm assuming that's not a pin and welded. That wouldn't even make it. It would
wouldn't
just
even
be a
make it,
little
yeah.
long. So he's got a nice SBR setup. Look at that optic setup. I'm absolutely in love with it.
Yeah.
Unity fast riser and the Unity magnifier flip to center with EOTech stuff. Dude, I love this gun.
I have to say right away, the 2 things. One, the rail scales, love that. Yeah, really nice setup there. But also, I'm seeing gray, OD green, all sorts of like tan and gold almost with the Unity, and then you got the black muzzle device up there. You're hitting all the colors.
Yeah, I
Why
really
not?
like the colors.
If you're gonna go with it, go
Well,
all
he
the
has
way.
no choice with Unity. If you want to get the FDE, that's the color you get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a gold.
Shit's pretty.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah,
It's cool
pretty.
looking.
Very nice gun. So if you guys want to talk about so I need to have a sling on this one, and I need you need to have a suppressor on this one. This setup begs for a suppression, and put a sling and a suppressor, you get a 10, or else you get an 8 right now.
Well, also just real quick, your cable management could be a little bit like tighter, neater. Just saying.
He still zip tied it though, so I mean,
Yeah, but
points for
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. I'm going to give it 8.5.
So
8.75.
8.75, 8.5. I gave
what
him
was
an
the
8.
0.25? Like, were you gonna give it a 9 and just like remove 0.25?
The grip is the 0.25. That thing's kind of purty. I ain't seen that before.
That's VZ grip, yeah.
I'm gonna go 7.
7.
It doesn't have a suppressor. There's no sling. I like Kai's point on that.
He did say there is a suppressor not pictured in the photo though, so he does have a dead.
We judge it. We judge it by what's pictured.
If it was there, you get a higher ranking.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Cool.
Good stuff. All right. On to the next one. So we got a. Okay. Listen, what's up with the red?
Man, okay, I know this guy just said he's 18.
Yeah.
This rifle looks like he's 18.
Yep.
I mean, like,
Look,
As confused as
Yeah.
I was when I was 18.
can we? I want to question that later. Can we ask? Everybody, when they were 18, had a build like this. Am I wrong? When you first started out, at some point, you did something where you did the red anodized and you had something like this.
I almost went red anodized. Thankfully, I had someone teaching me not to go that way. But man, I was this close.
I didn't. I went Keltec, sub 2000, red anodized everything from the first. Yeah. Let that sink in.
You know,
Hurts.
in all seriousness, just joking about the whole red thing. 18-year-old, and you've got this set up. I
Yeah.
applaud you. At 18-year-old, I didn't even know how. I had not even seen a rifle. Like I was just that far away from everything. But it's good, and look at that. He's got the Holosun again, 510C, and the magnifier setup. We had a lot of
Yeah, I was
Holosun.
gonna say we've seen
Yeah.
a lot of those today. I did not mean to do that.
Listen, I just got a Holosun 510 yesterday. I put it on a gun, so if I'm using it, that means I think decently about it. But I'll report back later on what I think after some use. But I love the rifle.
People are trying to buy them before those tariffs go up.
That's right. But didn't they hey, wait, that changed though.
Really?
We went
I'm
down to
messing.
10% and to 30%.
Oh, people are panic buying them.
I was gonna say,
100%.
like,
They probably
I
should.
feel like
No,
their
they
sales
were.
spiked at least.
Oh, speaking of which, Hollis and Light.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta say something. Like, my setup is over there somewhere. Anyways, I actually got that light. I was showing it. I'm gonna test it out. So far, it seems good. I'm trying to get used to the beam, like we were talking about yesterday. I'm interested.
I also applaud the cable management.
Yes, I was.
Yeah,
that
that
was
is-
my exact thought too. I was like, "Good job!"
Yeah.
Like seriously, if you're 18 and you're thinking, "Hey, I need to not have this cable just swinging around, getting caught in branches, whatever else," smart.
Yeah.
yeah, really smart there.
All right, so
Upgraded trigger,
Yeah, upgrade trigger looks good.
Smith & Wesson Sport 3. I'm giving it a 7.
okay, I like his optic setup.
Yeah.
Again, this guy's 18 years old, and he has this gun, so I'm gonna keep that. That's gonna have some weight, right? I like his optic setup, so he's definitely watching Classic Firearms big time on like how to set up his gun, right? I like that he's got a light at a place where it makes sense. Decent light, pressure pad. He has a handguard that like good placement in line with the pressure pad. That's good. And his stock, for what it is, it's good. He's got a good gun and a decent trigger. I don't honestly I want to see a sling on this thing. I hope you do have a sling on this thing. Positive control is very, very important. I'm going to give you 8, man. I may even swing it to 8.5. Like, I appreciate you.
Like I am actually right there with you. I was thinking 7 in my head. If you brought this in, you're getting a 5, but like or less. But
Yeah.
18 figuring all this stuff out and doing that, yeah, 8 easy.
Nice.
Good stuff. So everybody, you.
I'll
John?
say, you know what? I'm gonna give you an 8. Listen, all you have to do, just get a B5 stock,
Less strike industries.
get a Geisley supercharging handle, and then just get a BCM vertical grip, and you would probably be at like a 9 or so.
Yeah.
Between all of us,
I do
get
agree with
rid
that.
of the Strike Industries, please. It's for your own good.
Like it's cool. I like looking and when you're young, I get that, but yeah, I'm with John.
And I haven't. I'm not saying like all of Strike Industry stuff is like that. Some of their stuff is solid.
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't
it's
used the
just
stock. The stock
It's
might
the
be.
red.
It's just the red.
It's
The
not,
red I'm not
it's
a
not
fan.
Strike Industry specifically. It's just the red.
Agree.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yep.
All right.
I
Good.
think
good.
that's it.
That was it.
But
Kinda. I
Let's
got
just
one.
do our.
Now I have a build for you guys. This build has 2 things that needs on it. A, cable management, 'cause I just swapped out for a laser. and then
he's getting ahead of it.
Wait.
Yeah,
you've been judging people on
Yeah,
cable
whoa, no,
management.
no. You can't do
Don't
that. You
say
just
a
gotta-
word,
Yeah,
just
show,
put it in
show.
here.
all right, here it is.
All right, I'm gonna show
Let's
it
see
to
it.
the camera for folks, so everybody sees it at the same time without flagging anybody.
Yep.
And hold on, check this for clear.
Yep.
This gun is clear, good to go. All right, guys, so you see it, right?
Yep.
And everybody on TV or in their mobile device, whatever, see it.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys think? I'm gonna put this thing down a little bit.
I like the pistol grip. You went with the CZ.
The
pistol
Shadow crossover is
grip.
phenomenal.
Can't imagine why Brandon would ever do that, being the CZ organ owner. he is.
Fedora. The rail scales elevate any gun you put it on. Honestly, they're just so sleek and good looking. I've shot this and held it before. It is very, very good in the hand. I like the angled hand stop more so on there. Yeah, the pressure pad needs work, but I mean it's for the SMS laser, and it's
You
a
know
good
why
laser.
this happened? You guys know why this pressure pad thing happened?
He doesn't have a
It
front
just
sight
caught-
post.
No, I just the whole cable management caught in my gear.
Just flung off.
Just flung off. So.
Yep.
What are you talking about, bro? Velcro is military.
It's waterproof.
It's they use it, man. It's great.
There we go.
You
Mil
gotta tuck
spec.
it. You gotta tuck that back in.
Yeah,
Kai is good at tucking things.
I like the EOTech. Yeah, I like the mount. I mean, okay, so my biggest thing with this is the mount's height compared to the laser.
Yeah.
Because Kai, if you look through that,
It's definitely in there.
there's no way.
No.
Oh my god!
You don't
It
see
seems like I'm gonna hit right here.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just put that laser on here, and the 2 things were A, cable management, B, I need to get a riser and a dot up top.
You know that 18-year-old just dominated you. Seriously.
Oh man.
Wow.
Got the Egger Sherman sling.
You know, I like the Griffin setup that you have over here, like the rail scales, like John said. The LPVO is pretty good. You know, some may say that you may want to have a red dot option on there, like
Yep.
that was you.
Mm-hmm.
On the 5 to 25, whatever that guy was.
Mm-hmm.
These are all used against you. Everything you say can and will be used
Look,
against
there it
you.
is.
I said everything I said knowing that I was going to put this on camera. I just wanted everybody to know that.
All right, so no red dot, and you got your sling. That's good. And you do have that SMS laser, which does have a light in it. So I'm
Does
giving you
both.
that one.
The can Huxworks 556 Ti, which is like one of the best
Very
out there.
good can.
Very
For flow
nice. But yeah, so cable management, that stuff is this.
I'll take that hit.
Like your setup, this is important. Like when I point out, I want to be able to, like, look, oh my God, my finger's in there too right now.
Yep.
So you're getting a
Do it.
5.
Yeah, there it is. I knew
You're
you were
getting a
gonna-
5. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna give you. All right, I can't believe I didn't mention this the first thing I saw. It's Ambi. That's a Griffin lower. So I'm gonna give it some more. I'm gonna give it 9 1/4.
The quarters, the optic
Wait,
or the cable
wait,
management?
you gave him a 9 1/4?
Yeah, 9 1/4.
You can't even aim.
No, it's. I know it's that. Literally, if you change the mount,
Yep.
I would say you have a 10.
Yeah, but
That's
that's-
why. I
that's
know
what he
it's
has.
a detrimental thing for it.
Yep.
But if you change that, you're good to go.
The only reason he's getting a 5 from me is literally everything is good. If I can't aim with this gun, then this gun
Look,
is useless.
The
Look,
crosshair
man.
is above
whoa,
the laser.
Whoa, whoa. Let's not forget that is a laser. You can aim the gun.
Use the laser.
Yes, but but here's the deal though. Not with laser. I'm just gonna boom. Look at even if I have my. I know you can just do passive aiming, right? Even if I have my finger up here on the laser, I'm still,
2 is 1.
dude.
1 is none.
No, this is no. You gotta have aiming devices like the
The
most important-
scope is a redundancy. The laser is the optic.
Yeah, the laser's the optic, dude.
So you just hip shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a little
Rainbow
knowledge,
did it.
little knowledge transfer that way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Show
That's
that
right.
laser.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
That's right.
All right, John.
I'm gonna give you a 7. You need a better riser,
Yep.
and you need a better pressure pad.
Yep.
Don't listen to Brandon. 9 1/4.
I was like, man, 9 1/4.
I love it.
7's better than a 5. I don't want to hear it. 5 was bad.
Everything about that is perfect.
It's a war gun.
with the
Yes.
exception of the mount, and that's why I gave him.
It'd be better if it's an 80 and
3/4
lower.
off. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you compare them, they may or may not be the same thing.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, ADM and Griffin, very
Dude,
similar.
You don't have your you don't have your red dot, you don't have your cable management.
Hyatt, that is
you
his
don't
red
have,
dot. What are you talking about? Right there,
you
man.
don't. You have your pressure pad.
it's
All that.
green.
You still got a 9 1/4.
It's advanced technology. The red dot pops up on the enemy.
That's right.
There is no
You just- Or you can just use
yeah.
your thumb.
Yep.
Point your wherever your thumb points at and shoot.
Yeah, and
It's your optic, man.
honestly, I would say, get a better pressure
pad for
That's
sure.
the only
Right,
other
yeah,
thing.
yeah. In all seriousness, just messing with you. But seriously, this thing needs to be on a riser.
Yep.
You should have a red dot for a
On
closer.
top?
Yep, on top or whatever
Or
you
45.
prefer. Yeah, and pressure pad, or else you got a solid rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sweating the
There
whole
you go.
time.
It's almost perfect.
No. Very good. All right, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. You guys watched everything. Just make sure you guys rate each one of these guns too. I want to see you guys rating too. See how that lines up with ours here.
Ooh, and what do you think about this build? I want to know. Give me a critique.
That's
Yeah.
right. Let's just go ahead and critique
Roast
Brandon's build.
Oh, and do you guys want to see build offs
Yes.
on the next episode?
We're all stars.
Oh, exactly. I don't see why not. Right. That would be a lot of fun. So we'd go back to the episodes and pick the winners and kind of put them against each other.
like Hunger Games.
Exactly. And then the winner of that build, perhaps we could just have that person over here and shoot together.
Ooh.
That'd be something
see
cool.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
You want to
that.
shoot with Kaya.
The winner of the Old Star, we just come out here and do
Let
a
us know
video.
in the
I mean, that
comments.
build is going to be
gonna be-
the best.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It might be that 10 one we all pretty much gave a 10 to on here. That
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the
There was
guys with
one-
Mark IV rail. That thing was.
Yeah, there was one that was insane. It's like some military FD. I don't remember the gun, but that was just so freaking good. We all went.
Oh,
nuts
I
for it.
remember it had a Night Force attacker on there with all the witness
Yes.
marks, and he
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
an acro on the top. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, there was. Just,
I can't remember who the manufacturer of the actual gun was, but yeah, that was an incredible build.
I still have that photo actually. I used it if you're watching this, dude, I used your gun and I lassoed it out and I used it in the thumbnail because it was so cool.
All right, no, you're gonna have to go and do copyright rights to that video and all that now.
It ain't that bad.
Just joking, man. All right.